Smriti Irani of the BJP versus the JDU's Devesh Chandra Thakur. Congress is represented by Rita Bahuguna Joshi and Manisha Priyam is our political analyst tonight. Smriti Irani, I think when you have a direct challenge thrown at you, it is necessary to back it up with facts. So, this is what Nitish Kumar said. Nitish Kumar said कि हमने जेपी को कब छोड़ा? Because Narendra Modi said जिन्होंने जेपी को छोड़ा वो बीजेपी को भी छोड़ सकते हैं, and Nitish Kumar has challenged you to prove when they left JP. So give an answer tonight in response so that we can get Devesh Chandra Thakur to rebut you if he wants to. Go ahead, Smriti Irani. Prove it. Prove what Modi said.
Well, Arnav, firstly, if Nitish Kumar had paid that much attention to the security arrangements that were needed in Patna, we would have not seen an incompetent government fall apart. We would have not seen a security force totally directionless, and we would have not seen over close to 90 people injured and 6 people dead. It's very obvious that Nitish Kumar was focusing too much on Mr. Modi's speech. Mr. Modi accused Nitish Kumar of hypocrisy, and Mr. Nitish Kumar today indulging in petty politics as ever. And I'm saying this today with a lot of hurt and anguish, Arnav. Every time I have debated Nitish Kumar on your channel, I have done so very respectfully. But my angst and my anger tonight is pertaining to 2-3 issues, if you allow me to explain on your channel tonight. When the Hunkar rally was organized, 8 months ago, the planning went into
answer my
place.
question. I have a small condition.
I'm for.
And it's not much of a condition to ask.
Let me directly then answer your question.
I have a small condition, Smriti Irani, that you answer my question. My question was.
I'm answering your question directly, Arnav.
That when JP BJP, Nitish Kumar says that हमने JP को कब छोड़ा? तो आप बताइए कि कब छोड़ा? So that Devesh Thakur can respond.
मैं बोलती हूँ कब छोड़ा, मिस्टर गोस्वामी. मैं बोलती हूँ कब छोड़ा. जेपी ने एक पूरा आंदोलन खड़ा किया कांग्रेस के खिलाफ एंटी करप्शन प्लैंक पर, और आज सत्ता की भूख में नीतीश कुमार उसी कांग्रेस को गले लगा रहे हैं. तो इसका मतलब साफ है कि उन्होंने जेपी के उन आदर्शों को छोड़ा और सत्ता को गले लगाने के लिए कांग्रेस से दोस्ती करना उन्हें स्वीकार है. इसका उदाहरण दिया जब उन्होंने बीजेपी से अपना रिश्ता तोड़ा. जेपी ने आदर्श ये दिया था कि चाहे सत्ता में आने के बाद, let me finish my answer.
Devesh Thakur, 1 second. Anti-congressism is the point you made.
प्रतिद्वंदी कोई क्यों
I got your point, but Devesh Thakur must now respond. Devesh Thakur.
लेकिन आप उन्हें, एक सेकेंड अर्नब, allow me to finish. जिन्हें आप बैलेट से हरा नहीं सकते, उन्हें ब्लास्ट में उड़ाने का मार्गदर्शन कभी भी जेपी ने किसी भी नेता को नहीं दिया था.
आप क्या कह रहे हैं? Are you saying that Nitish Kumar planned the blast? What are you suggesting? What are you saying? To what point? No, Smriti Irani, to what point will you take this rivalry? I mean, what are you saying here? Are you saying that Nitish Kumar had a hand in the blast?
Allow me to say, Arnav, allow me to then articulate what I wanted to at the beginning of this discussion. Would you?
I think I need a response. You make 2 points. I think it's fair we divide the time equally, Smriti Irani. Devesh Thakur heard you. Your first point that you cheated JP by trying to get friendly with the Congress. And your second point indirectly accuses the Nitish Kumar government, if I'm not mistaken, of having a hand in the blast. Devesh Thakur will respond on both points now, please. Mr. Thakur, floor is yours, please.
Arnav, do not attribute words to me. I'm very much present on your channel tonight to speak for myself. On the next point of what happened vis-a-vis the blast, allow me to speak on your channel tonight and then let Mr. Thakur
I thought I heard you correctly.
Let me speak my portion about what I think of the blast and then allow Mr. Thakur to respond. Do not attribute words to me.
You want to go back on what you said?
I am asking you to allow me to either speak on the blast. Will you? Then let me say this. That in the Adhikar rally of the JDU, there were metal detectors at every...
I'm going to allow a response on...
They were...
Because 3 participants haven't spoken, Smriti, I'm only dividing the time equally.
Okay, divide and come back to me. Let me know when I can speak.
Devesh Thakur's turn to respond, therefore, please. Your turn.
Arnab, I think, as far as the JP matter is concerned, Mr. Jaiprakash Narayan, respected Jaiprakash Narayan, never, the objections of Jaiprakash Narayan was against the emergency and the Hitlerian rule of the Congress at that time, about the imposition of emergency and the imposition of press censorship, people being put in jail, and all the Hitlerian attitude of a particular leader. Right? Now, if what we are going to see today,
Are you saying JP
it's going to be a repetition of what had happened at that time. It was against corruption, definitely, no doubt, but it was more against the emergency of the Congress, the imposition of the emergency. If you remember, Madam Smriti, please try to recollect, it was more against the imposition of emergency.
That is the Congress
and
party
also corruption.
I
don't think, Mr. Jaiprakash, Madam Smriti, you have spoken, let me speak. You want to speak alone, you take a time from Arnab Goswami and speak alone on the television. But once you talk of Jaiprakash Narayan, you must remember Jaiprakash Narayan was from Bihar.
Let him
from
complete.
Gujarat. You must remember Jaiprakash Narayan was from Bihar. So we know what Jaiprakash Narayan was, and the party that we are in, that is a party which was created on the ideals of Jaiprakash Narayan and Ram Manohar Lohia. Please don't teach us as to what JP was, for heaven's sake. Don't teach us what Mr. Jaiprakash did in this country and what he did for this country. Right? Now, what Mr. Jaiprakash Narayan was against the corruption of the Congress, but more against the imposition of the emergency, more against the Hitlerian attitude of any leader in this country. Right? And that is what we want to stop. That is exactly why we have created a wall against this communal mountain that is coming here.
Is that how you try to stop Mr. Thakur?
He is the biggest leader in this country.
Allow blast to take place so that Narendra Modi can be killed?
No, please, I won't. Yes, I will talk about the blast.
That is exactly what your Chief Minister did.
Why are the blasts? Forget
criminal negligence.
Are you talking about
is what I accuse him of tonight.
Are you forgetting? Are you forgetting what happened in the attack on the Parliament?
Is what I am accusing of tonight.
What about the criminal negligence when the attack on the Parliament took place? What happened when the IC 814 was hijacked from Kathmandu to Pakistan?
Mr. Thakur,
are you forgetting that? Don't compel me to remind.
Whether you have the courage to answer what I asked of you tonight.
Don't compel me to remind your activities. Don't compel me to remind what you have done. What happened about
the Hinkar rally? And let me know whether you have the courage to respond.
What about the attack on the Parliament?
I will answer all those questions that you put to me. You first tell me why was Nitish Kumar criminally negligent about the rally in Patna? Mr. Thakur, the blood of those who died in Bihar, in Patna, is on your hands.
There has been no negligence. There has been no negligence. If you come to Patna, you come to see the Gandhi Maidan, you'll realize there's no negligence at all. The police have done their duty. If you see the plot of...
Okay, 1 minute. Rita Bahuguna Joshi is getting into the debate. The question tonight on the News Hour debate is this.
Just to rebut Mr. Thakur, who's blatantly lying on your channel
Modi were direct, and the remarks of Mr. Nitish Kumar. Mr. Nitish Kumar decided at one point that I'm going to hit back. And ladies and gentlemen, Nitish Kumar said on the day of the blast, this is not the time to reply, but I will reply back. And did he reply back? But one thing he missed. One thing that he missed, Manisha Priyam. But before I come to you, to Rita Bahuguna Joshi, he just completely did not address Narendra Modi's charge of being a hypocrite on the issue of secularism. I wonder tonight if the Congress party, despite its newfound warmth, wooing of Nitish Kumar, the rumours that Rahul Gandhi wants Nitish Kumar in the alliance and is going to dump Lalu Prasad Yadav very soon, I wonder whether the Congress party will tell Devesh Thakur tonight that Nitish Kumar should have addressed Narendra Modi's charge of hypocrisy on secularism. Rita Bahuguna Joshi.
Well, look, I very patiently heard to the other panelists, and I would just want about 60 seconds to give my view on the meeting, on the rally that Modi held in Patna. You see, it was such a shameful show of money. 10 crores spent, 1 dozen trains, 20,000 SUVs, 6,000 buses, and they collect people, and then you see Modi dramatizing. And I was shocked when I heard his speech and misquoting of historical facts. He even seemed to have forgotten what was taught at school. Forget about the history at a larger scale. He was misquoting all facts from Chandragupta Maurya to Sikandar to everybody. So I think Alexander, whatever it was, he had no historical facts at hand. And the way he was going personal, it was absolutely unbecoming. He was entering into a war of words on Nitish. And whatever he was saying on Nitish was just between the two of them. And therefore Nitish ji has all right to answer or rebut whatever he is saying. We are not getting into that. But one thing remains very clear, that when he talked about...
Why are we not getting into that? Let's get exactly into that.
And talked
I actually want to get exactly into that.
It was such a big farce. It was such a big... Sorry?
I want to get into that point. I want to know today why Nitish Kumar did not respond to the charge of secular hypocrisy. Because in 2003, during a speech made by him while inaugurating a railway project, Devesh Thakur will not like this, but anyway, in December 2003, praised profusely Narendra Modi as a potential national leader, a development-oriented politician. People should move beyond the past. Nitish Kumar quoted Colon, and I quote, "What happened in 2002 was a blot, but it is not good if we remember just that and forget other things that are happening." This is a true fact of what Nitish Kumar said. Nitish Kumar says today, Devesh Thakur and Rita Bahuguna Joshi. He says, Manisha, I'm just coming to you. He says that what did Modi say about me in the past and what is he saying now?
With the BJP
what if he is
asked
asked Rita Bahuguna Joshi, what did he say about Modi in the past and what is he saying now?
Well, he's been very direct and he's very clearly said that he did not agree with with the ideology of Modi. He did not want him as a national leader. See, he does not have to repeat what he has said so many times. When he has broken away with the NDA on a certain issue, and that is the primary issue, then why should you doubt? The question here is not this. He was rebutting the charges that were made against him. And I'm shocked at what Smriti ji is saying, that the entire blast was planned by the government. This is the most preposterous statement to be made by any person against the government without facts at hand. Because even yesterday, the spokesperson was saying that the police in Bihar has been infiltrated probably by the terrorists. I mean, these are shocking statements to make. This is not what they should be speaking like this on national television, which is being watched by millions of people.
Yes, it was said.
See,
it was said by Meenakshi Lekhi yesterday on the program.
Meenakshi Lekhi said that the police may be infiltrated by terrorists. What is this? We are doubting our police, we are doubting our army. This is not the way to fight issues like this. The speed which the central government and the state government have acted, that should be appreciated. Yes, if there was a lapse, certainly there was a lapse. But this lapse was not deliberate. It was not deliberate. In rallies like this, never before in rallies like this, blasts have happened.
1 second, Smriti, before you respond, 1 second. By the way, you completely dodged my question there. Rita Bahuguna Joshi, I'm so sorry.
I'm not
both you
dodging your
and
question.
Devesh
In
Chandra
fact, I'm
Thakur.
wondering why you're dodging, why you're dodging
both
the
of you
topic
have
that I'm
dodged my
bringing to
question.
the debate
I don't know
tonight.
why this is happening. Everybody is
I'm
dodging
not
the
dodging.
questions tonight. The question was of secular hypocrisy. Devesh Thakur didn't respond. Rita Bahuguna Joshi is not answering the question. Smriti Irani wants to come back. But before that, Manisha Priyam knows a lot about JP and particularly the politics that has gone on in the past in Bihar, the origins of the JP movement. Was Nitish right? Was Nitish right when he said that the charge of deserting JP is wrong?
Well, historically Nitish is right, but metaphorically it is Narendra Modi who's right. because I was appalled to hear the JDU spokesperson say that JP's movement was against the Hitlerwad. Would he remember that there was a Navnirman movement? Would he remember that there was a Chhatra Sangharsh Samiti? Would he remember JP is being beaten up in front of the Bijli Board office, the Gardner Road Chauraha? So JP's entire life was anti-Congressism. And the finer point of Nitish Kumar's speech today was, and I quote and cite from the speech, माहौल था जब कांग्रेस विरोध का, तब उसमें नरेंद्र मोदी गद्दी पर बैठेंगे. So Nitish Kumar has to even today begin by saying in Rajgir that the mahal is of Congress Virod. So clearly there are charges that locally Nitish Kumar has to speak that language per force of Congress Virod, but sell his case outside of Bihar aligning with the Congress. So that's going to be a paradox that's going to open up very strongly in Bihar, and he will be under attack. And not one, two of your panelists today should have known the JP history better. Rita Bahuguna Joshi, if I'm correct in my understanding, this is the Hemvati Nandan Bahuguna family.